What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am excited because I bought something new. Stick around. Here we go. So I just bought another truck. I like it, but it was a pain in the butt to get it here. Basically, so here is what I bought. This is a 2007 Nissan Frontier. As you can see, it is the Nismo edition. So the reason I bought the Nismo edition is because I did not want the peanut butter interior. As you can see here, this has the gray interior package. Grayish brown. Not really sure what you call it, but it looks gray to me, I guess, grayish brown. One of the things that was wrong with it is, see, it is screwed up, the steering wheel. I do have to either put a cover on that or replace it. I'm not really sure what yet, but the thing does have quite a few miles on it. It's just a tick over 200,000. I think 200 or yeah, it's like 213,000 or something like that on it. But I was amazed at how clean this thing looks for having 213,000 miles on it. Like, if you just look back here, there are a couple of stains in the back seat. Nothing really major though. I'm sure a little light shampoo action and that will come clean, no problem. But it's in super good condition for how many miles are on it. This does have the Rockford Fosgate system in it. So what that is it comes with upgraded speakers all around. So the dash, the front doors, the rear doors, as well as a subwoofer in it. And it actually sounds freaking amazing, to be honest. I was super impressed with it. Like, compared to the Jeep sound system, it sounds pretty freaking awesome. So one thing that annoyed me whenever I bought it, these cables were like just pushed up in here, not hooked to anything. I literally just put this on the other day, and the little grommet that's in here, I actually found that in the rear storage area that's under the back seat. So it's got a decent amount of storage back here, but nothing crazy. And there's also a couple of bolts here. I do not know what they even go to yet. I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. But yeah, it was really weird. So yeah, that grommet, yeah, it was just stuff back there. Tailgate was all jacked up and whatnot. But this does have the storage rack system in the bed, which I'm pretty excited about. So I've already used it a couple times to tie stuff down and all that. But yeah. Now, the Nismo off-road version is the equivalent to the newer PX4 or P4X or whatever, but it's got, you know, the locking rear diff, the hill descent, you know, four-wheel drive obviously, and all that stuff. So it's just an older version of it. Yeah, check this thing out. So I just bought this thing. So this is an older stereo. There's no Bluetooth or anything in this older one. So I ended up having to buy a Bluetooth adapter. This is off of Amazon, and to charge it, you just put that in there. Like, see, it lights up, it's charging. Or it also has a little plug-in on it, so you could just, you know, charge it via plug-in. And then, yeah, just plug that in like that and connect it via Bluetooth. And so then, and at least until I upgrade this dang thing, you know, until I upgrade, then I'll still have basically Bluetooth capability and all that. But yeah, so buying this truck ended up kind of being a nightmare. I am not gonna lie. So I bought it from this towing company, and all of my money is in a bank for up where I used to live, but I don't have a bank down here. So he's trying to figure out a way to pay the guy, you know, PayPal, these other places. I was like, can I just write you a check and you hold it, and then, you know, you hold onto the truck and the title. Whenever it clears, whenever the check clears, I go ahead and take ownership of it, you know. it was a business. It wasn't a personal person I was buying this from. So I figured, you know, this would be okay. Well, he didn't want to do that. It took forever to get the money to him. It was just a nightmare. And since it was a towing company, though, it was a decent ways away from my house, and I only had that other truck at the time. So he said that he would go ahead and deliver it for me. Like, they own tow trucks. So they brought a rollback, and he texted me one day and said, hey, I dropped it off at your house. Okay, cool. So I was at work. I was pretty excited about that. So I get home, no truck. Okay. He said he dropped it off in the drive. Well, come to find out, he dropped it off over in the neighbor's house. So I had to go over there, get the truck from them. Unfortunately, I apologized to them and everything, because he was blocking the driveway all day with this truck that they didn't have keys to. So they didn't know that the keys were inside the truck under the floor mat or whatever. But it was just a nightmare. So first thing I do, I get in it, I turn the key on, I start it, and it has a miss. It's missing a cylinder, like the whole cylinder. It's just missing on a cylinder. I was so frustrated. I texted him and I was like, dude, this has been nothing but a nightmare. I said, I finally get the truck from you guys. The first time I go to start it up, it has a miss. There's a cylinder. It's a cylinder down right now. So I drove it back over to my house. He was like, well, do you want to bring it out to my shop? I was like, dude, that's like 40 minutes away or something. I was like, I'm done with it. I'll deal with the problems. I'm just very upset right now. Like, this has been a nightmare, this whole transaction. He understood. He knew it sucked. But come to find out, what it was there's a coil pack. I'll probably cover that in a video. I have a lot of footage of this. I haven't obviously made a video in quite a while, but I did do a bunch of work to this thing. So I have, you know, a bunch of material coming down the pipeline on it, but had over 200,000 miles on it, and it was making a supercharger whine. Keep in mind, whenever I test drove this thing, it drove amazing. Tons of power, you know, everything worked great and all that, but yeah. When I get it delivered, it had a miss. I was so frustrated. So, fixed the coil pack. It sounded like it had a supercharger, and it didn't. So, tall tale sign that probably timing needed to be done. So, timing. I also did. There was a tensioner pulley was making noise and wobbly on it. But you'll see the carnage whenever I put that video up of the timing setup. But timing, I also have an issue with fuel, trying to put fuel in it right now, because if I try to put fuel in it, what happens is it spills back on me. So what that is that'll be the vapor canister. So I'll have that in a video showing you guys exactly what the heck I had to do with that. But yeah, this is, so I really like the racks that come on the tops of these from the factory. Pretty awesome. This is also a sunroof version, which I wanted. Obviously it opens you up for possible leaks down the road, but it was something I wanted, you know, because if I got the Jeep, so I could take the top off of that. Can't take the top off of a Nissan. This is second best, you know, get a sunroof. Obviously, I don't know if they made Nismo versions with the 4-cylinder, but this is the 4-liter V6. You know, nothing special about it. It does have a cold air intake on it, and I was actually questioning if this thing had a tune on it or something, because this thing freaking rips. Like, here, let's get this opened up. Yeah, so see, it's got a air raid cold air intake. Cold air intake? That's not even a cold air intake. Hang on, what am I saying? It's just an air raid filter, and whatever the heck this box is supposed to do. I don't understand what the point of the box is, like, at all. I mean, there's the factory fender exit, at least I think it's factory. And it just blows in the box, and that extra seal and stuff is to seal it to the top there. But yeah, you guys are gonna see, I had this whole thing torn apart, and parts ripped out of it and everything, and got it all put back together. No leaks, anything like that. Like I said, I'm very impressed for a truck with 213,000 miles on it. Like, I would have never guessed it would have been this good. I had to put a new battery in it, you know, simple stuff like that. I do like the bed liner that it came with. It's I believe spray on or roll on, I'm not really sure, but it is really nice. I already had a couple of things loaded in here and it didn't scratch up and all that. Now the bed liner on my Jeep, the Gladiator, it is crap. And it was like a buddy of mine we loaded a couch into the bed, and first thing it did was scratch the liner off. I was like, what the heck kind of liner is this if it scratches off that easy, you know? But I'm thinking down the line, man. Here, let's get this seat up. I'm thinking down the line, maybe taking this out, so the storage, and maybe this subwoofer, maybe making a full custom box here, or I don't know, maybe making a blow-through sub box to blow into the cab. I don't know. I'm still coming up with ideas on that. I have seen some very impressive boxes made, but the thing is I don't know. I kind of want to do something more custom, but I don't know. I do have some plans for this. You guys are probably going to be pretty shocked by what I got planned for this thing. As long as I don't sell it first. The reason I got this, the price was right, and I have been looking for a Nismo off-road. I used to have a 2007, same as this. It was tan, crew cab, long bed, but two-wheel drive only. And it had that terrible, terrible peanut butter interior. It was just dreadful. But like I said, that's why I wanted to go with the Nismo off-road, is because it did have I like this gray interior better. I really, really like it. I am gonna have to either polish these headlights, because they got a haze to them. See that? They got a haze to them, and they got some yellow halogens in it that look like crap at night. So I do want to polish out the headlights, swap them out, but mainly change out those yellow bulbs for some crisp white ones. The ones I used to have in that diesel Jeep Liberty that I had were freaking awesome. I believe they were Sylvanias from Walmart, and they were just a super white color, and I loved them. It was freaking amazing. I loved it. Let's go ahead and see exactly how many miles are on this thing. Let's start it up. 213, what do we got? 213,588. I already had to change out the starter on this dang thing. It was starting to just do the click thing, and yeah, I was worried it was going to leave me stranded, so I just swapped it out one day. Yeah, I really got to figure out something with the steering wheel, guys. This is ridiculous. Oh man, but yeah, she purrs pretty well. Whenever I opened this thing up to do the timing, I was very impressed with how clean it was. No sludge, no buildup, anything like that. I think this thing was maintained really well. I also question if that mileage is correct or not on there, because I say that because on the title it said that the mileage was exempt. Is mileage exempt? Like, they didn't have the actual mileage on there. So I don't know if the gauge cluster was swapped out before or anything like that. So I don't really actually know the true mileage on this truck. So who knows? We may swap it out later, you know, for well, you'll see why. We got some possible huge plans for this thing. But for now, we're just gonna rip it as is. I am gonna see about getting another daily driver besides this thing, because if we start tearing it apart, you know. And also, the interior lights in these things suck, man. That's gonna be an upgrade that I do. I'm probably gonna swap them out for some crisp white light LED ones, you know. I did go look at the new 2022s, but they did not upgrade the legroom in the back of the new 2022s. I thought they were going to, so I was like, man, screw that. I loved my old Frontier. It is it's a little tighter than, say, like my Gladiator. It is a little tighter in the back, but I don't have any kids, and I don't have any friends either, so it works out okay, right? So yeah. So one thing I am super excited about is it already does have like a 2 or 2.5 inch lift on it. I believe it is made by Ready Lift, and I'll show you why I think that. If we come over here to the tailgate, underneath the 4x4, it says Ready Lift. So I did a little research on them, and yeah, they make a light lift kit for this thing. It sits pretty the way it is right now. I kind of wish it had a little bit meatier tires on it, but it's a good start. It is a very good start. So yeah, guys, there she is. A little bit of backstory on her, but yeah, next you'll see we start tearing into it. We got a lot of work to do on it. Right out of the box, it's a decent little package, but who knows? We'll see how long we're able to keep it like this or keep from selling it. Let's see how this goes, guys.